What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. It's Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to the lunatics. What's going on, y'all? Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. We are reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta and then Married to Medicine on our way back. Okay? And then I do have some hot topics I wanted to talk about, but I guess, or trending topics I wanted to talk about, but I guess we'll talk about them Tuesday. I wanted to talk, but I guess we can, I don't know. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it on Tuesday. We'll talk about it Tuesday. So everybody had a good weekend. I'm glad everybody had a good weekend. Mostly relaxing, run a little errands on yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. Mostly just relaxed. Mostly just relaxed, you know. So nothing exciting, nothing too exciting, nothing so exciting that happened. I did find a foundation. I'm currently in the drugstore, you know, trying to get my, you know, because next year, one of my things next year was to, you know, I wanted to start wearing a natural look, of course, but some coverage nonetheless. And especially going to be at home a lot. And that light, honey, I put that light on me. I was like, girl, we need some coverage, diva. So I'm trying out shades of foundation. I got a foundation that I put on yesterday. Seems to be cool, but kind of maybe it actually matched. Like, I asked my sons after I put it on the foundation. I asked my son, did it look like, I was like, do I look different? He was like, no, why? And I'm like, okay. He was like, you just look like, and he just did his face, his hands like this. So I'm like, okay, good. Like, I look like I've been covered up. He's like, yeah, it looks like a little different, but you don't look different. And I'm like, okay, good. That's the goal. And, you know, the kids will tell you the truth, honey. They'll be like, you look a mess, or that's too much, or no, I could tell. You know what I mean? Always ask the kids, because adults be trying not to hurt people's feelings. Kids don't give a damn. So we love when we love a truth teller. So I started watching. Let's get into Real Housewives of Atlanta review. Overall, the episode was interesting, to say the least. Married to Medicine was also good. There was a lot of you hear something hit. You know how something is in the car and like you can hear it resting on something, you can hear the sound. Anyways, so overall was a pretty good episode. Nothing like really major, anything like that. It was actually a pretty good episode. We got to see Mike and Cynthia and Mike and Eva go together, which I thought was cute. I like Mike for Cynthia. I started watching it in the middle, and then I watched it as the feed, because I was looking for an East Coast feed, but I ended up on a Central Time feed. I work with that guy, and so I work on a Central Time. I was able to see it on a Central Time feed or whatever, and you know, it's whatever. So I started watching it from the middle. I thought Mike and the Models was real cute when they went to play. You saw how Cynthia was looking at Mike when he was I didn't realize both of their names was Mike. I was like, wait, Eva's husband's name is Mike too? Mike and the Models. That was really cute. That was a really cute, whoever thought of that and said, call it Mike and the Models, I thought that was so cute, because it's true. I mean, it's just cute. It's a cute little thing. I will have to say that I don't know what it is about. I didn't like the aggression about him saying that somebody was a piece of shit for recording her, and then him saying, I don't care to say that, because whoever did that is a piece of shit. Yeah, they're a piece of shit, and I know that you want to take care of Cynthia and protect Cynthia. I'm real protective of her, and I get it, and I understand that. I get it. and whoever did record Cynthia is a piece of shit. I just didn't like the aggression behind it. I didn't like it. And I don't understand why they can't both live at LA and Atlanta. I don't know why one has to move. I don't know what Mike does, but I don't imagine them not being able to afford to live. Why? Cynthia better not sell Lake Bailey to nobody. That better be in her family forever until Noelle can move in there with her damn kids or whoever the hell. She better not sell that place. That's all I'm saying. I do not sell your properties, ladies. Don't do it. I don't agree with that. I was like, what is he trying to do? I'm just real funny like that. I'm just real funny about how men come into relationships with women who are doing very well for themselves, and feel like they want the woman to drop a lot of things and to make a lot of compromises in order to accommodate the relationship. I just am not a fan of that at all. And it triggers me, because that somebody who wants to control that and tell you to make the compromises, no. And I don't see why neither one of them can live on. They can have a place in LA, they can have a place in Atlanta, and I don't see anything wrong with that, and I don't see why it isn't feasible for them to do that. So I find that kind of, that's like a little, I don't know if you want to call it a red flag, bitch, but it's pink. It's a shade of red. I don't like it. That's just me projecting how I feel about a situation based on my truths and experience. I'm looking like I'm about to go rob a bank. Bitch, come on, let's go. Dressed in all black like the Omen. Hey, have your friends singing "This is for my homies." Don't you know me for making niggas so sick? Come on. Anyways, so Kenya, she goes and visits with this estate planner, and I think it's very good. She doesn't have a prenup with Mark. Period. Protect your assets. You don't get no argument out of me. Protect your assets. Create a revocable living trust so you can make changes on the way. Make changes exactly how you want to. It is hard. Trust me. When you don't have people that you trust to be beneficiaries, bitch, it's hard when it's a hard decision to make when you're sitting there planning out to make sure that your kids are okay in case something happens to you. If Mark has a problem with that, because the producer was like, why isn't Mark your power of attorney? Because he wants things to go his way, and we don't do that with my shit. Period. And nobody, no one, I don't give a damn if you hate Kenya. No one should have anything to say about a woman protecting her assets. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. And I'm here for it. Smart girl, you don't get no objections from me. If he has a problem with her and how she wants to design, how she protects her assets for her child, he can stay with having a problem with it. He can stay right there and have a problem with it. No, Kenya, you smart, and that's it. So Portia and Dennis looks like, have you ever seen The Price is Right? Or what's that show? Not The Price is Right. What is that show? Go whammy, go whammy, go whammy, go whammy. That's what Dennis looks like to me. He looks like go whammy, go whammy, go whammy. Nigga, wake up. Open your goddamn eyes. I said I wasn't going to talk about Portia. The people said I'm judgmental. I'm being judgmental of Portia's situation. No. Portia has an out, and she is using that child as an excuse to stay in that relationship from what I'm seeing. We already know they're together. I'm just going by what we're seeing on the television. Stop blaming your kids. Stop blaming kids. Y'all blame kids for the Lizzo situation. Stop putting it on kids. So that you're not comfortable enough or secure enough to get out of this toxic relationship. So you say that you're going to do it for your daughter. Don't do that for your daughter. That's crazy. When she gets of age and starts understanding the dynamics of relationships, she's going to wonder why you stayed miserable and why you willingly walked into toxicity and then said it was for her. Don't do that. That's selfish as hell. It's raggedy as fuck. Don't do that shit. That shit is whack as hell. Anybody, I don't care. Anybody telling you they staying for the kids is a lazy motherfucker who's too lazy to be uncomfortable to get out of a jive-ass fucking relationship. And that's just what it is. So I'm not here for it. Kenya goes over to, now I started watching from the beginning. Kenya goes over to Cynthia's beautiful home. Bitch, don't you sell that goddamn house. Don't you do that. And when he said, oh, we gonna play this game, I know he was just playing. We're gonna play this game and see if you move to LA or I'm gonna move to Atlanta. No. No. And I love how when they were sitting there, Eva goes, I would move anywhere to be with him. And Cynthia took that shit and said, and flipped it on Mike. Would you move to Arkansas for me? Did you see how he answered? Yeah, because it is always the assumption that the woman should make the adjustments, right? It's always the assumption that the woman should make the adjustments for whatever reason. I don't know what that is about or whatever. Let me get from behind this school bus, because honey, we'll be walk down the street forever. But I do like the way, I don't know if anybody caught that, because when Eva was like, oh, I would move anywhere for my husband. I would move anywhere. We were long distance for 3 years. I would move anywhere for him. And Cynthia said to Mike, would you move anywhere? I was waiting for him to say it to her. But I was like, bitch, Cynthia grabbed that shit and was like, here, I'll take it, thanks. Would you move to Arkansas for me? I said, okay, bitch. I see you, Cent. I see you, 50 Cent. I see you. So Kenya rolls up. I think y'all don't like Kenya for whatever reason, but I think her airiness is, I love that about Kenya. I love that Kenya is smart. I love she's tall. I love she's dark skinned. I love that she gives these girls the blues and she does it intentionally. I love it. She's very strategic in her shit. I fucking love a smart brown girl. I love it. And is unapologetic. Honey, she was getting quad together, bitch, on Watch What Happens Live, but we'll talk about that. Cynthia said, honey, you can't tell nobody, miss, I ran off and got married in 25 minutes. And then she said, yes, that's why I'm telling you. Y'all better start listening to people. She was like, that's why I'm telling you, don't do shit so fast. She didn't get into it, but she said, bitch, that's why I'm over here telling you, like, bitch, are you engaged yet? Like, what the fuck is going on? But I understand Cynthia's point of view at the same time. Like, bitch, don't tell me what to do. You went off and got married in 25 minutes. That's what she said. And then so they were laying on the bed. She's helping Cynthia get her closet together for Mike, to make accommodations for Mike. Wonderful. She's going to help her design it. I thought it was cute. Baby, they laying on the bed talking about the Kenya Moore hair care marching band. She said she was just jealous because they all came over and was talking to me. I think that was the consensus of even all of the content creators were like, you know, everybody flocked to Kenya. And it was funny because they showed Marlo kicking Candy out. You can't tell me who I can and cannot talk to, where you can leave too. Bitch, these are the two stars of the show. Number one, Candy is the highest paid on the show right now. Candy Burris. Per Kenya Moore's mouth on Wendy Williams, she stated that Candy is the one making all the money. She's not coming. Nene don't make no money. She ain't at the price point that she was when she was before her fucking time. She ain't making what she's making. If anybody is making, so you gonna come for the damn star highest paid person on the show and another star cast members. Bitch, this is their production. If anything, you a guest. We're letting you have your little thing on camera because you are a friend of the housewife, and we don't get in the friend of the housewife's personal stories. So you're lucky they allowed you to have a party, Marlo. And don't you tell nobody they need to leave. So you was mad because Kenya, everybody flocked to Kenya. You hate her so much, but the people can't stop looking at this beauty queen walk through the room and command all the attention. That's why Nene's big nose left. That's why her ass left. That's why she left. And nobody even noticed that she left. That's the gag. We'll get to Nene's hot ass mess in a second. She just needs to worry about pulling 80-year-old dick out her ass. Kenya, what? Bitch, what the fuck did you just say? I said Kenya Moore. What did you just say, bitch? Kenya is not here for these girls. And this is what's so crazy about it. This is what I was thinking about this morning. Nobody likes Kenya, but y'all expect Kenya to be cordial and nice and hospitable and welcoming and friendly, but y'all don't like her. So why would you expect somebody to be friendly to someone you don't like? Why do you expect her to be friendly? She got, honey, when I tell you they in them damn confessionals with these reads, they are really a mess. But Kenya said, honey, she needs to be worried about pulling that 80-year-old dick out of her ass. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. So they showed Candy. Candy's little hair was cute. That little poofy hair that she had going on when Carmen came to visit. I thought that was weird the way Carmen was like, I don't know where your mouth has been. Girl, where you still putting on for the cameras? Carmen, the camera's been around for 12 years. Why are you still putting on for these cameras? Sit your ass down and have a conversation, a regular conversation, okay? What is that all about? I thought that was so weird. And that's what Candy was like, girl, you want to talk. You probably been all up in that pocketbook, okay? So Riley calls Candy, and Candy tells her to use her own money. So we could see Riley isn't that spoiled. Use your own. You have an allowance. You have an allowance that your mother gives you. Get your $168 Fendi sweater. Get it. It's only $168. Buy it with your own money. Can you cop this for me? No, Riley, cop it yourself, okay? Candy has this makeup line coming out. Like I said, Candy having a makeup line is like Marlo having a wig line. It doesn't even make sense. Candy mentions that Riley and Todd have their issues. And Candy, this is like the third time Candy has made a statement about Todd not being able to relate to the girl children and relating more to the male child, relating more to Ace than he does his daughter. No, there's a breakdown with Todd and his daughter because he wasn't there during the formative years. So there is a lack of respect. The respect that Todd is getting from Kayla is just simply the fact that he's labeled as her father. That is it. That's it. That's why they have their conflict. Let me tell you something. Yes, parents and children and their adult children have conflict. But Todd not talking, I know what it is for a parent not to talk to you, to be mad at you for whatever reason. But not talking to you for a whole month, that's not teaching her how to relate to men well. And you're not teaching her how to deal with conflict in her male-female relationships. That's not a good look. And like I said, Todd is not, it's not all lost with Todd. Todd can go to parenting classes. He can go to counseling classes so he can learn how to better communicate with the female children of his family. Because if you have a problem communicating with the female children of your family, and then now you have an infant who is also a female, Candy has mentioned 3 or 4 times that, I don't know, maybe it's because, it's a girl. That's really a tired take on it, but because men are so, it's possibly a reason that he has a problem relating to the female children. I find it weird because I don't understand how Todd has a mother, right? And does he have any siblings, or is Todd the only child? I don't know. But I just find it weird that is the take on it. Like, he might have an issue relating with the girls. And she said there's times when Riley be like, you ain't my daddy, child. I don't know who the hell you talking to. I guess when he's trying to regulate how much money Candy is giving, and Candy really wants to help Kayla's on her way to New York. She says she's nervous, and Todd is out of town, so Candy is taking her. And I love that Candy said, you can't just come into somebody's life and be like, I'm your mama. It don't work like that. And I'm glad that she said that, and I'm glad that she recognizes that, because some bitches and niggas don't know how to do that when they come into a relationship with somebody who has damn near grown children. You just can't do stuff like that. And I'm glad that she said that. Kenya asked Cynthia, when have I ever been kicked out of anywhere, child? She tried to kick me out. Did the security come? And they never came. We saw Earl coming out from barbecuing outside. Did he ever get Kenya out of the building? No, he didn't. And Kenya let you girls know, I don't get kicked out of places, bitch. First of all, they would never kick me out. This is our production. Bitch, you a friend of the show. Period. You a friend of the show, girl. I would never get kicked out of a Real Housewives production. For nothing. So Marlo and Portia are sitting on this thing, driving down the street. It looked like they probably had to film that scene about 6 or 7 times. All different angles, and acting like they're the only girls on there. How is the camera sitting across from you and we're supposed to believe that you're the only 2 people on this contraption? They pass by the hot dog place. Marlo's conniving ass gets her to go in there to the hot dog place. Portia is acting like a schoolgirl, like, oh my God, I can't believe you're having me call him, girl. I'm just gonna order, the fresh cut fries and whatever kind of fucking hot dog, and just because I'm eating your hot dog doesn't mean we cool. And then Marlo calls Dennis. Marlo is the kind, what Marlo sees is the dollar signs. Don't leave that man. He has a business that is doing very well. Don't do it. That's how I see Marlo kind of rationalizing the reason why Portia should stay with him. I really love Dennis. No, you can love Dennis, but I guess you can love him, but not what he's doing to Portia. I don't like that. She was like, you really haven't said anything about it. Well, I'm not about to talk and repeat the story over and over and over and over again. And plus, you should not repeat the story over and over, especially if you're going back, because all you're gonna do is make everybody hate him. So if you going back, keep your damn mouth shut. That's it. So nobody has to be mad at Dennis. Nobody got to give Dennis an attitude, because you're gonna hop your stupid ass right on back into that relationship. So it's best to shut your goddamn mouth, and that's what it is. Portia's talking about Nene to Marlo. She does not know how to be a friend, and we're seeing that Nene doesn't know how to be a friend, and she doesn't like. She said, you called me fat and all these awful things while I was pregnant, and I'm hurt and I'm mad. And I agree with Portia. You are not going to get to talk to me any kind of way. And to Portia's point, if I can tell my man how to treat me, it sounded good. I can tell my man how to treat me. I can tell my friends how to treat me. And that concept sounds good, and it's a good, way to, feel about things. But, Portia, it sounded good. It sounded good. That was a good little clip for you, but we already know what the deal is, right? So, Nene walks in with her life coach comes. Life coach comes in, she hugs and kisses her life coach. Now, I don't know, maybe that's the relationship they have. We haven't seen their interactions before. Maybe they are closer or have been, I guess when you break down your vulnerabilities with somebody, it's okay to kind of embrace them. I have a therapist. Have I hugged my therapist? Yes, I have. Has it been when I had a real, moment, crying and stuff, afterwards, and, needed comforting? Yes. Has she ever kissed me? I don't think that's appropriate. But life coach is different than a therapist, but it's kind of the same, you know what I'm saying? But it's different. But it's kind of the same. Level of appropriateness needs to be adhered to, I feel, but that's just me. I don't know what a relationship Nene has with her life coach, but they kissing each other, okay? She sits down and has a conversation. They have the drinks or whatever. Nene says out loud it's lemonade, so we know it's lemonade and something else, okay? So they sitting down talking and having a discussion, which is cool. And Nene says she wants to figure out a way to get back to sisterhood without apologizing. know how that's gonna happen. I don't get how that you can get to that after all of your behavior, to feel like you don't owe anyone an apology, but you want to get back to a good space with these people without apologizing to them. It's very juvenile. I forgot my earrings. That's why I look like I'm about to rob a bank. I forgot my earrings. That's why I'm rushing out of the house. Anyway, I don't know how that can happen, Nene. I feel like that is childish as hell. And it's just on brand for Nene. How can I get back to getting to where we were without repairing? Without repairing, right? You break your damn ankle and you want to get back to walking the same way you were, but you don't want to put a cast on it and allow it to heal. But you just want to get up and walk and walk the same way you've been walking. No, that doesn't work like that. And you know, what else was Nene saying to that lady? I thought that was real. I thought it was crazy. That's the only thing I did think it was funny when Portia said to Dennis, okay, bye. Okay, bye. Nigga, I'm not telling you I love you. That was dumb. I didn't like Marlo making her do that. I thought that whole scene with Marlo trying to like do that with the dentist thing, I thought that was just in poor taste. I really did. I didn't like that at all. Anybody else felt that way? I don't know. I'm just really weird. I'm very cynical about stuff like that. You have all of the red flags, bitch, and the signs going and the horns blowing, and you're just like walking right into it like la da da, like I really want to give Portia a chance, but that's not something that I can't. And maybe that's judgmental, and you know what works for people, and she needs to do what's best for her. But if I have an opinion on it, my opinion about the situation, she can do whatever she wants to do. My opinion is not going to change how Portia is going to walk through her life with this man. If I have an opinion on it, I think it's bullshit. And I think it's dangerous, and I think it's violent, and I think it's irresponsible, and I think it's fucked up to put that on your child. I really do. And I want people to stop putting things on children in order for them to like continue to do fuck shit and then blame it. We really need to work for PJ. That's why PJ looking mad now, because she knows this is some fuck shit. All this shit is some fuck shit. She knows it, and that's why she's looking crazy. Yeah, I said, did this nigga Nene just say, how do I get back to sisterhood without having to apologize? Nene it's just juvenile. And then like Kenya said on Watch What Happens Live, the life coach is failing. Because the life coach should have said right then and there, bitch, how do you think you're going to get back into a relationship with these women without apologizing to them? They feel like you've done them wrong. So how does that work? Anyway, who was that white lady in Candy's kitchen? I don't know who that lady was. And that's all I got for y'all. That's all I wanted to know. Candy said, I'm going to go out and ain't nobody sleeping with the housekeeper in my house. Bitch. Ain't nobody sleeping with no nanny or no housekeeper on my watch. Here, get Karen. What's Karen? This Karen. She got Trudy in there, baby. Trudy be making... what? I just was like, who is this lady? And my son was like, I think it's the housekeeper or the nanny, because I didn't see the name. Was her name Karen? I want to say her name. What's her name? Karen? Child, I just gave her that name. I was like, who is this lady in Candy's kitchen? Country as hell. Honey, Candy said, listen, my man, my food, and my businesses, and my mama, you ain't gonna be able to. It ain't gonna be no. The man is sleeping with the nanny in this goddamn house, bitch. Let me go and find me a good old nasty housekeeper nanny, honey. I was getting ready to be really not nice. But anyways, y'all, I'm here. That was the episode. Let me know what I missed. Did I miss anything? Let me see. That's all. I said, y'all always blaming some shit or doing some shit for the kids. Stop using your kids as an excuse not to get your ass out of that fucked up jive ass relationship. There's no, I do not think it is cool. You know, somebody said it's a Southern thing. It's a visual thing. Portia doesn't want to look away, but you already look away. You looked away entering into the relationship with somebody who has fucked the whole WNBA lineup, okay? And then you don't listen to the people, and then it turns around. Actually, I need to make a run. And then you turn around, and then you turn around and then have a baby and get pregnant by him, and then turn out they working on baby number 2. So while we have a little time, I did one of my little trending topics I wanted to talk about. As I was watching videos this weekend, I noticed it's about Kandi and Todd. I noticed that Kandi and Todd have a video, and it's called Meet Our Surrogate. And I didn't know what is it appropriate? Like, Kandi, I don't know. I don't know. And maybe I'm comparing it to other people who have surrogates who you never see their surrogate. The surrogate wants to maintain some anonymity. I don't understand myself, and like, to each his own, whatever works for you. But I do find it weird, me personally, I do find it weird developing a relationship with your surrogate, unless they're going to be your surrogate over and over and over again. Now, y'all corrected me because I said Kandi got 2 more eggs, and the 2 eggs that she had is the one, it is Blaze came out of those as one of those 2 babies that came out of that. And so she doesn't have any more eggs. So fostering a relationship with her and her being willing is a little suspect to me. What's the girl's name? K. Michelle. Her developing and be like, you went to goddamn Walmart and saw some lady smile at a kid, and you think that this woman is good for surrogacy. It's weird to me. I'm used to, like, I ain't never seen Kim Kardashian surrogate. Have you? I don't understand what this thing is. Like, I just don't understand it. And like I said this. Everybody's gonna do what they want to do. Everybody's gonna do what's comfortable for them. But when I'm looking at it, I think it's dangerous to do stuff like that. Maybe they're trying to get her some more work. Maybe that's what it is, because the word on the street is that black surrogates do not get paid. You know, newsflash, shocker, they don't get paid as much as white surrogates do. That's the reason why K. Michelle went the route that she went because when she went to an agency, she saw, like, oh, y'all not paying the black surrogates as much as the white surrogates. What's the tea? So that's why she went the route that she went to. But putting the woman on TV, I don't know. I just find it weird. What do y'all think about it? You know, like, Kandi gonna do what she want to do, but, you know, whatever. I don't know. I think it's weird. Come on. I just think it's weird. So what do y'all think? Let me know what y'all think about it, and let's get down in the comments. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other, protect your energy, and we can talk in the comments. All right, peace.